I often call myself a body advocate. I lovingly guide people to listen to the wisdom of their bodies. When people come to me, they often struggle not only in their professional lives, but also in their personal lives. And so I encourage them to use the somatic, the body, as a resource.
Before working with Bettina, my focus would go, my concentration would go, and sometimes also in stressful situations, my physiological response in my body would be to tense up. So after learning some of her techniques, what I found really changed for me was my ability to focus. And then in those stressful situations, I'm actually able to stop that cascade effect.
I see us living in such challenging times. Change happens so quickly. The challenges that we face every day just get too much. So I'm seeing a lot of burnout in companies, people with anxiety disorders and a lot of stress-related diseases. And as a movement teacher, I was questioning, how do we support these people out there? And the field of somatic intelligence provides that, and specifically the embodied leadership work. It picks people up right where they struggle, right where they are, and teaches them tools and skills on how to become more grounded in their leadership and how to address the challenges that show up in the body and in the nervous system, especially when we feel overwhelmed and triggered.
For work, I've been able to stay strong, not collapse under some kinds of pressure, which you might feel sometimes. So it's been really a powerful tool.
I got introduced to Bettina through Think. They introduced us to her to introduce us to this somatic world that we don't often get confronted with. One of the greatest learnings that I'm taking away is that I'm aware of how I collect all these things that are impacting me throughout the day. And I can try and react to them immediately and be in the flow with it, rather than having to deal with it at the end of the day or at one particular point.
Here at Think, we work with highly accomplished leaders, and they are working in a VUCA world, one that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And the act of embodying leadership, of developing that capacity to truly embody, not just practice leadership, is something that is essential and incredibly powerful for the leaders of today and tomorrow to be able to tap into.
I've recommended Bettina to many friends and colleagues simply because the work that she does is so effective. It really adds another component to the very intellectual work that people tend to get training in. And so the somatic work is something that it complements all the development that they may be doing, but the somatic work actually helps to increase the effectiveness of their learning, simply because when you're grounded in the body, you're so much more resourceful.
What inspires me is that after training or working with a group, people walk out of my spaces a little bit taller and a little bit more confident than they've walked in. And I know that the ripples of who they are and what they can achieve in the world are going to go far. And my job is to wake up that voice in the body that knows I can do this.